Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
Ed, I love this city. From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. Nuggets have the first possession. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Anthony Davis with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
In the slam. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Drive by Murray, but he can't finish.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Jokic. Short jumper, won't fall. And draws the foul.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jamal Murray at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 89%. Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair. LeBron into the front court. Leads just a point. Curling inside. And look out.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jokic. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And finishes strong.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy. And that's to be the greatest of all time.
Denver ball right now. To Jokic.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Danny Green trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nice pass to get things going.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Denver's got it. To Porter. Millsap. Takes stock of the floor. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. To Danny Green. The crossover. Gets inside. And the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Murray with it. They find themselves down 10. To Jokic. Top of the key. JaVale McGee. Huge block. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Danny Green to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Murray into the front court. Trailing by 10. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. To Kyle Kuzma. Goes to the left side. Here's LeBron for 2. LeBron James. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
The drive, right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Rises for the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Murray with the basketball, trailing by 11. Shot from the lane won't go. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily, by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Down the lane to lay it in.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LBJ. From long range, his first effort off the mark. Surveys the floor. Great feed, sets it up. Trying to cash in, and a putback slam.
Ooh, establishing the glass early, but the defense has to be better at boxing out.
LeBron with it up top. The lead stands at 9. To Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. Shot clock winding down. Slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Nuggets have the possession. From the outside, no good. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Knocked loose. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Murray into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. JaVale McGee with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Murray with it. Trailing by 15. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Fires the three. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Mason Plumlee tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
LeBron James sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here comes the screen. To Howard. Oh, big finish at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Martin into the front court. 14-point deficit. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Nuggets have the possession. And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First try, no good. Missed the second, 0 for 2. Danny Green to Waiters. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Will Barton has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Martin into the front court. His guys down big. Down low, Plumlee. Can't connect from in close. And it's the Nuggets with the board. Martin into the front court. Down a bundle. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
LBJ has it. Sizing up the defense. Down to 5 on the 24 to Howard. Mason Plumlee sends it away. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Barton couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 13. To Danny Green. Mason Plumlee swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jeremy Grant here against Morris. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
It's James controlling the offense. To Waiters. Mason Plumlee rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
connect from inside.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To James. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good. Martin into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. From the painted area, won't go down. James into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Fires the 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
It's James controlling the offense. Superman, Dwight Howard. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the first quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Remember, fans, if our team reaches 100 points and wins tonight,
LeBron James with the rock. Probing the defense. James. Here's a chance from long range. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Jeremy Grant, couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Waiters. Here comes the screen. Waiters here against Jeremy Grant. James. That won't go. The follow won't go either. Nice finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
LeBron into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Nuggets with the basketball. And he buries it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline comes James. The lead stands at 10. To Davis. No good. And the basket good at the rim.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
LeBron with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. No good, and no foul. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Murray into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Wide open look won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
To Porter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Millsap to Jokic. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Davis tosses, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's Denver's ball. Jokic to Millsap. And the nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. And counted at the rim.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Smith into the front court. The lead is 11. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Jokic. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Well, with JR, it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Denver ball right now. To Porter. Driving right to the basket. And the Lakers with the rebound. LeBron into the front court. Lead is 12. And count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Murray with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Jokic. Kyle Kuzma with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from long range and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Denver's got it. Over to the right side. Millsap. Probing the defense. Short jumper stays out.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To the rim, lays it up and in. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. James to Waiters. Kuzma to J.R. Smith. Beyond the arc for three. Not easy.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Porter to Jokic. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Millsap to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Lakers ball. Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Murray into the front court. Down a bundle to Porter. To Millsap. From the outside, no good. Smith to Waiters. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Porter has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Kyle Kuzma from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Murray with it. His guys down big. To Porter. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
James, they go down to Davis. And a throwdown.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Jay, 46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Jamal Murray. That's off the side of the rim, no good. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. To Kyle Kuzma. To James. Here comes the screen. It's LeBron. Jokic snares the rebound. Nuggets have the possession. Gets it in the left corner. To Porter. Denver with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Jamal Murray. And Davis there to grab the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Jokic. Deep three at the buzzer. LeBron James with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Nuggets would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Defense.
The Los Angeles Lakers are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lane.
Player of the half.
LeBron James has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top plays section all to himself.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Davis.
Big kick right there.
Nikola Jokic. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Jokic. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Nuggets have the possession. Porter, deep right corner. To Porter. Jokic. Paul Millsap. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
I got him. Here we go.
Hey, lock up.
And throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Millsap to Porter. Anthony Davis sends it. Oh,
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Oh, he had it.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
To Davis. Fires the three. Not that time. Nikola Jokic swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nuggets with the basketball. Porter to Millsap. Porter to Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jokic. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocked loose.
Look up. Shoot it.
To Jokic. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James to Davis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Millsap passed it off. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. LBJ with it. And Murray there to get the rebound. Millsap to Porter. LeBron James rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rebounded by Murray. Jokic. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. He's now 4 for 6.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
The drive right to the basket. James goes to the right side. Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to set things up. To Porter. JaVale McGee pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Jamal Murray. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And he hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Denver's ball. To Porter. Short jumper stays out. To Danny Green. 4-3. He's got it for 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Murray into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Porter. They get it down to Aldridge. Counted.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
James. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Jamal Murray. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Murray with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Davis. Fires the three. It's Dozier with the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Great looking vision. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 10. That's out. Last touch by Jamal Murray. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. LBJ. Nice pass to set things up. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Martin into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Jokic. Screen coming. Jokic. To Will Barton. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here's a chance for McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Martin, down low Jokic. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
LeBron, defended by Jeremy Grant. And the finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Martin into the front court. Down a dozen. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Not today.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
James, down for McGee. Pass there, taken away by Denver. To Jokic. LeBron James with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
With a drop step. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
James. The jumper's off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
LeBron James, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. Denver ball right now. Barton. To Jokic. For three. Misfires. It's no good. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his guys together and talk things over. Changes coming from both sides right now. James to Caldwell Pope. Smith to James. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Denver's got it. Has a chance. Grant with the shot. That won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Martin into the front court. His guys down 11. Driving right to the basket. Martin to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, guarded by Howard. Martin. Deep left corner. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
A pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
James to Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. Jeremy Grant. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Waiters. Dion Waiters is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 70% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he misses the second. Hits that one to go 2 for 3 on the trip.
Gotta shoot that. Gotta shoot that.
And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jamal Murray at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LBJ has it. Nothing going here on that drive to Waiters. Dion Waiters. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
James into the front court. The lead is 11. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Murray with it. Trailing by 14. To Millsap. The drive right to the basket. Paul Millsap with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron into the front court. Lead is 12. Here comes the screen. To James. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D. Jamal Murray doesn't have the touch. No good. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Dion Waiters, 3 for 6 now.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. to Danny Green. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Waiters. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Murray's shot won't fall. Danny Green to James. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. Nothing going here on that drive. To James. From long range. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
To Porter. Jokic. They get it down to Middleton.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he buries it.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Millsap. They go to Jokic, down low. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers at the controls right now. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he misses that one free throw.
Double.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. James to Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to set things up. Davis, wide open look, won't go. Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle. Screen coming. To Porter. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Kuzma to James. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Davis buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Jokic. Porter to Millsap. Five to shoot. Millsap to Porter. Fires the 3. Michael Porter Jr. fulfilling expectations. Tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
James to Davis. James. Caldwell Pope. Not going down here. The follow won't go either. Jokic. Short jumper off the mark. Davis to Caldwell Pope. To James. Down for McGee. Nikola Jokic with the block. Nuggets have the possession.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. James, great pass to set it up. Missed a wide open look. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Porter. Jamal Murray. Shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Anthony Davis tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Porter. Screen coming. Jamal Murray guarded by Howard. To Millsap. From the painted area, won't go down. They love this hustle. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Shot from the lane won't go. Down low, Jokic. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Dion Waiters powers it through. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
James to Waiters. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dion Waiters at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Nuggets with the basketball. It's a big finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
James, pass there, taken away by Denver. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation. And finishes strong.
Get a hand up on that.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got themselves a win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Nuggets couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
The chosen one was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.